the Eastern Conference able to clear the zone. Lindros on the right wing across the line. And Lindros able to whip it around the board. That's Leach. His shot was the goaltender Stevens of the Devils for Alexander Mulroney, broken up by Chris Chelios of the Chicago Blackhawks.
We're already seeing more attention to detail regarding defense than what we saw last year in the game of Montreal.
Dave Vanbiesbrouck putting on Patrick Roy able to hold on. Dave Vanbiesbrouck having another splendid season for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Leads the NHL with 17 power play goals, leads in goals with 38.
And Mark Messier is without a doubt the leader for the New York Rangers. One thing interesting when you think about Messier is he is the captain. He was traded for by the Rangers from Edmonton. No captain of a Stanley Cup winning team has ever been traded for before. Mark Messier trying to become the first helping the Rangers this season, perhaps for the first time in a long time, to win a cup.
Well, we heard the chant of "Let's Go Rangers" during the course of the pregame introduction. The pass intended for Doug Gilmour of Toronto, but they are offside. Gilmour, a question mark, came into today's game with an injury.
He was very frightened. His last game, Wednesday night in Hartford with Toronto, he was involved in a collision on the ice. He was told by a doctor that his arm was fractured. And, of course, he was very upset. He went to the hospital. X-rays proved negative. A piece of calcium had formed that had broken off the arm itself, the bone, and everything is okay now, and you can see he's out playing.
By Rob Blake on the back line now for the Western Conference, able to flip it ahead. Stations at the point. Blake with it. Larry Murphy putting it around. Gilmour. And it's broken up. The Eastern Conference able to clear out. Scott Stevens flipping down across the Western Conference blue line. Stevens and Iafrate now. Iafrate of the Caps. Now Brendan Shanahan of the St. Louis Blues is stripped by Brian Leach of the New York Rangers. Shanahan, a late addition, with the injury suffered by Wendell Clark of Toronto. Calgary put it behind the net. McGinnis is on it as one of the hardest slap shots in the NHL. Over here. McGinnis is back forward. McGinnis and Alexei Kasatonov now playing defense for the Western Conference. This is Sergei Fedorov. Fedorov trying to split through, but could not. And Ray Bork of the Bruins feeds around the board. Joe Mullen, who grew up near the old Madison Square Garden, Joe's teaching area of New York City.
He has a different skating stride because he learned to play hockey on roller skates. Great player, wants to play 3 more years. If he does, he'll be 40 then.
Chelios with the shot that was knocked aside by Watt. Chelios on it again at center. And Joe Miller trying to give up his hand.
Chelios is playing a little bit nasty here. He pushed back the players.
Messier down the right wing side, and the save made by Potvin. Gilney at the circle trying to feed back Neuendijk on the interception. Timo Solani of the Winnipeg Jets had a 3-on-2 development. Larry Murphy taking it away. No score here in the early going. Now Blake to the slot, puts in front. Forcing shot went over the goal. Eastern Conference able to work it out of the zone. Blake out of center. Carms it off Corson. And the Eastern Conference. With a good opportunity.
The Eastern team got caught on a line change. 2-on-1. Holland Gretzky and Patrick Waugh was right there. His best save of the game.
Oh, tried to break. He was hanging out at center ice. This is Hull with it, number 16. Gretzky moving on Stevens. Leads on. Comes down the left wing side. Ryan Leach on the intercept. 3-on-2 develops. Messier throws it back. And the shot saved made by Potvin.
Don't do it. You'll miss the bus. You're gonna miss that bus.
McDonald's doesn't just make breakfast fresh, hot, and delicious. At McDonald's, we make breakfast fast.
What I say is, you missed this.
People don't really understand the idea that shaped it. It contains platinum, rhodium, and newly formed materials. It's shielded with a dry powder that was melted to a virtually impermeable finish. It's deeply concerned with our planet's environment, and no one has ever seen anything quite
like it. The Rangers, Brian Leach in on the rush. 15 screws have been attached to 2 plates, one on each ankle of Brian Leach to allow him to play the game. He's had fractured ankles before, yet he's in the top 5 as far as defense scoring in the league. A great player to watch.
Gilmore with the lead for Vanbiesbrouck across the Eastern Conference line. We have no score in this first period. There's the Turgeon of the Islanders. Joe Sakic trying to return for Turgeon at front. Leach gets to it. Vanbiesbrouck breaks it up. And the Eastern Conference able to toss it in. Casatano watched by Turgeon. Followed by Sakic. Carries to the bench.
Goals in 49 games with Toronto. He uses a stick that's maximum as far as length goes, 60 inches. And he's so big and heavy that when he leans on his sticks, the sticks give a lot. So what he has done is taken a lot of extra fiberglass, wrapped the fiberglass on the bottom of the shaft. That allows him to lean in for the shot. And obviously it's worked again. 38 goals.
Fedorov, who was able to pull away with Lindros. The matchup here between Eric Lindros and Sergei Fedorov. And Lindros does the kick save by the goaltender, Felix Potvin. Blake rolls it around. And Lindros put together the was hit by Lindros. Of the Detroit Red Wings looking to go wide and try to put in front of Coffey. Shanahan could not yet do it. Bradley of Tampa Bay knocking it away. Comes back to Blake at the point. Blake of the Los Angeles intended for Fleury of Vancouver. 7 minutes gone by in this first period with no score. So a contrast to what we saw in the first period last season in Montreal, with the game ending up a 16-6 final score, the highest scoring All-Star game in the history